Welcome to another edition of From the Depths of Obscurity. I'm your host, Big Ron, and as always,
I'm the voice of reason.
And we have a special edition today. This is episode number 5. I know, all of our fans, both of them. This is supposed to be episode number 6. Well, I'm just letting you know that this is actually episode number 4, right? Okay, and we did this just to throw our detractors off. So this is actually a special edition, episode number 4.
And they said it wouldn't last.
I don't know why it lasted, but so far we're actually picking up steam. We have how many fans do we have? 4 or 5?
I think we have 7.
Well, we just picked up one.
8.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and guess who that 8th fan is?
Is he our special guest that couldn't be here today?
No. The one Aardvark fan that's still alive. Okay, forget it. Okay, it's a bad joke.
Here's what we're going to do. It's a clean slate. No more inside jokes from here on out that don't involve the next 5 episodes.
Okay, so there's no more Frankenstein meets the Space Monster. No more Susan Raffay. And there's no more Aardvarks.
No more Aardvarks.
So we can't mention those anymore.
Nope, those are gone.
Even with
Nope,
due
jokes.
to fanned, request. No.
Nope.
I don't know what we're gonna do. All right. Anyways, our special edition episode number 4 that is actually coming after episode number 5. What is it we're doing? I'm discombobulated. What are we doing?
We are doing bad B-movie soundtrack songs.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I love this. This is bad. This is bad music out of really horrible movies.
Yeah, let me set it up for you. What it is.
Please.
What it is he's going to do 5 bad B-movie songs from his generation. 5
on episode 4.
And I'm going to do 4 bad B movies from my generation minus 1.
Episode 5.
5.
So we're going to have a total of 5 and 4, which is 9. 9. Okay. Well, you know what? I think we need to get started. Okay. Our first really bad. Oh, I'm looking at the playlist, and I tell you what, I'm chuckling already. And at my age, it's I don't want to chuckle too much, I don't want to talk about that. Anyways, okay, the first one. This is from one of the greatest, worst movies of all time. I mean, that's an oxymoron, right?
The greatest, worst. What is it, Plan 9 from Outer Space?
No, this is actually one. Actually, I like this movie.
Robot Monster. I love that movie.
I like Plan 9, but this is from the incredibly strange creatures who stop living and become mixed up zombies, okay? This is from that masterpiece. Got Ray Dennis Steckler.
Is that the guy that had is that the movie that had the poor man's Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, he looks like I can't say that word, Down syndrome Nicolas Cage.
Look, we're all fans of Mystery Science Theater.
Exactly.
They tore this movie
I have
up.
this on VHS and DVD, the Mystery Science Theater version.
Yeah, I would never own this movie.
It's fun. This is fun. Anyways.
In some countries, it's illegal to own this movie.
I think it's illegal in this country. I know it's illegal in this county, but you got to guess which county we're in and where.
Exactly.
We're in a studio, okay? And when okay, we can't do that anymore either.
We're over that.
Can we modify it? It's like studio, which means
quit harking on the past. Let's
coffee maker and
computer. No, we can't.
Desktop. Okay, so
we'll come up with new condoms.
You guys don't know where we're at, and you don't know what we have, and you don't care. All right. Okay. This is from the incredibly strange creatures who stop living and become mixed up zombies. This is Shook Out of Shape.
When I come home and it's after 12, Mama's waiting up to give me well. She gets the shook out of shape.
Shook out of shape.
She gets the shook out of shape.
Doing the twist.
She flips the disc when she does the twist. She gets the shook out of shape. Oh, there she says, little girl, where you been? You should have been home about 10:30. She gets the shook out of shape.
Shook out of shape.
She gets the shook out of shape.
I'm doing the twist.
She flips the disc when she
gotta shake.
She gets the shook out of shake.
I'm doing the twist.
She slips her twist. When she does a twist, she gets the shook out of shake. Her feet start to tremble as she shakes her fist. Oh, mama's winding up to do the twist. The room starts to quiver and the house starts to shake. Mama's done twisted up to a twist. And it's just a little girl who will know. You'll do as I say, or you'll go so. She gets the shook out of shake.
Shook out of shake.
She gets the shook out of shake.
I'm doing the twist.
She flips her twist. When she does her twist, she gets the shook out of shake. She flips her twist. When she does her twist, she gets the shook out of shake.
Ooh, ooh, that was Carol Kay and the Stone Tones, and shook out of shape.
Now, when you say stone tones, you mean no tone, right?
I have no idea what
From what
that
I understood,
was.
they were shook out of shape.
Somebody was somebody they needed to shake something out of them. But her real name is Carol Kaminas. Okay, she was an entertainer. I believe she is really still out there. I don't think she does this song anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah, and she's still doing the nightclub circuit like that. She's probably like 85.
So wait, she's still where she began. Well, with songs like that, I can understand.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, it wasn't we're not talking about this is not a great vocalist here, and this is not a great backing band.
Yeah, when you think about great songs, you think of like.
You don't think of this one.
Well, I mean, you think of like when a man loves a woman, when shaking all over, or some Frank Sinatra, and then shook out of shape by Carol. No, see, it doesn't even go in the same sentence.
She started out as a child prodigy. She was making records at 8
Child
years.
pornography.
Yes, child pornography. We don't want to discuss that. Those charges those charges have never been proven. Anyways, but she started out as a child prodigy, a little cutesy singing, things like she sang let me see, she did like
I'm disgusted out of shape just
Yeah.
watching you think about her stuff.
she was 8 years old and she had a song called Boogie in School, and a good man is hard to find. An
And
8-year-old
the words of
singing
Walter
that, yeah.
Solcheck, 8-year-olds, dude. 8-year-olds.
Yeah. Anyways, she was with the Teen Airs. She sang duets with a guy named Tommy D. Back then, she grew up. She was in the movie. She was terrible. I've seen her nightclub club act from probably 10 years ago. It was terrible. But it just proves to show you that no talent will get you a booking at a nightclub. I think she did some stuff at bowling alleys and hotels. I mean, that's legitimate stuff, but she was just terrible, and that was a horrible song. And that's my opinion of it. But the movie is real. It's so bad that is actually fun. You laugh the whole time. It's a serious movie.
I have to admit, when I first saw the movie and I saw it without the Mystery Science Theater in it,
Hilarious.
The guy that gets into the friend of poor man's Nicolas Cage.
Oh, you mean the friend, the
Atlas King.
Atlas King,
Yeah, Crackle.
the Greek Fabian. I mean, this guy had the big pompadour.
He looked like Crackle from Snap, Crackle, and
Pop. Yeah, and you know what? His biggest line was jelly, jelly, because the guy's name was Jerry, but he pronounced it jelly, jelly. Like that. But Atlas King was.
With a name like Atlas King, you'd think he would have been bigger.
He was the king of all atlases. Join us at the Atlas King.
He was the king of Rice Krispie treats.
He was the king of nothing. The reason he was he was Ray Dennis Steckler's buddy in real life, and he also invested some money in the movie. So he bought his part, his co-starring part, and he was with Steckler pretty much through the 60s and the 70s, making really bad films. Steckler he knew the film business, and he made money, but he didn't make any good films. But the real shame was this song was not nominated for Academy Award, And the film
yeah.
was never nominated. And you know
it was
something?
the first all musical monster film.
You know, and there's so many of these movies that got ripped off by
I'm
the
just
Academy.
saying, the concept of it is just pure genius.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
I could have came up with that on the toilet, but I think I did. He ripped me off.
oh, oh man, boy, this show has really took a
All
turn.
right, we're gonna
All
move
right.
on to my
No,
pick.
no, I'm not done yet. Come
Oh,
on,
no,
I'm
you're
not
done.
yet. As I said, her name is Carol Kaminas, and she's still out there. Yeah, and you can go to YouTube and see some of her videos. Her voice is not very good. She's older. She's probably in her 70s or 80s, but she had this one defining moment. She had a song called "Shook Out of Shape." All right, the next. This is bad too.
No, nope. We're going to my pick. My pick.
Oh God.
My pick comes from the cult classic film Phantom of the Paradise, and this is called "Life at Last" by Garrett Graham.
Life at last, salutations from the other side. I can see that you're the devil's pride. Do you realize that all of you donated some hope? Boy, you hated that was part of you. I'm your nightmares coming true. I am your crime. Life at last, sit and listen while the fun begins. Hearts are broken and the bad guys win. Sit and listen, all the cutting up is easy and this isn't for the queasy or the weak of heart. Oh, you had better stop. Oh, what is the time? From the year that you created, getting horny and damn frustrated. For it's different, I want me a woman now. All right. Wow.
Okay, now clearly that wasn't Garrett Graham. Nobody really knows who the artist was that sang this song. He was a vocalist that was just in the studio at the time, and Paul Williams said, "Sing this song."
You know, I'm going to tell you a little story about. You remember that hit by Strawberry Alarm Clock, "Incense and Peppermints"?
Yes, it was written
Okay.
by one of the guys from Leonard Skinner.
I don't think so, but
Yeah, it was written by Alan Collins.
Okay, whatever. Here's the lead singer for Strawberry Alarm Clock did not sing on that song. That was just a guy that was in the studio, and I think he was something like some kind of a maintenance man, electronics maintenance man or something. Has a #1 hit. He has a #1 hit. I mean, it's amazing. So,
Did he get any residuals? No, but he got a new mop head.
well, I'm sure he got something out of it. I think but seriously, I think he did get residuals. I mean, no, I'd like to have the royalties of that. That song, first of all, I never saw the movie The Phantom of the Paradise. I do like Paul Williams somewhat. Okay,
The thing about go ahead.
I didn't like this song, and Garrett Graham was a comedian. I don't think that was Garrett Graham. I didn't like it. Okay, that's it. I didn't like it. I like mine better. Shook Out of Shape. Shook
Oh,
Out of
yeah.
Shape. Okay, let me tell you something. Shook Out of Shape is 10 times
Times.
the song that one is. Okay, I
Yeah,
bought the whole album. Okay, I bought her album. Okay, I wouldn't buy that as a single.
Curiosity, can you show me that album? Because I don't believe you.
I used to have it, but a friend borrowed it and never brought it back. Having
All right.
yeah,
Well, the
okay, that
story
was
about-
terrible.
Story about Phantom of the Paradise is
It was terrible. That's the story.
it was a Brian De Palma film, and it pretty
Louis
much
De Palma.
it pretty much went nowhere.
Yeah.
They released it, it got terrible reviews, and then somewhere in 1994 95, the movie emerged and Cinemax re-aired it. People called
So
in.
they're the ones.
They called in, they want to know where it is. Now there's a giant festival that's held in Vancouver, Canada for Phantom of the Paradise.
You know, it's kind of like, remember when SCTV used to come on the air and they'd say,
love
SCTV
that
is
show.
now on the air and people start throwing
Throwing
their
their
TVs
out.
out of apartment buildings. I could see that
But
happening.
the thing I liked about the movie is it told the story of the movie.
I like nothing about it.
Well, they told the story of Faust. And if anybody knows anything about Faust, it's about a musician that that sells his soul to the devil, and then Faust, whatever. Don't even go there. We'll
I'm
bring
not
up
going
some
there.
old stuff.
I'm not going there.
Anyways, he sells the
I'd
soul
like
to
to
the
be
devil.
going somewhere else.
Sells his soul to the devil so that he can write some of the greatest music, kind of like the Robert Johnson story. Unfortunately, this story
Yeah, that was. He's
takes place in the 15th century.
But the problem is
so-
the devil really messed him over because he sold his soul to get terrible music. Oh, it's
yeah,
horrible.
Life at Last.
Oh my gosh, that was I tell you something. Man, I've heard some bad stuff, and that's right up
That
there.
is
I don't
not
think that's
that
the
bad.
worst song I ever heard, but that
Yeah.
is up there.
Shook Out of Shape was pretty bad.
Yeah, Shook Out of Shape is really bad. And those are kind of running neck and neck, but I think Carol Kay and the Stone Tones is running all over yours. That was bad. I don't like the movie. I don't
All right,
like
well,
the
what's your
song, and I don't
pick?
even like being here. Huh? What?
What's your pick?
Okay, moving on. This is my second pick. This is actually a really, really good group. A really, really bad movie. This is from The
No,
Horror
wait.
of Party Beach.
When he says this, it doesn't set you up for the worst song you've ever heard. This group is actually really, really good. It sounds like we're going to play the worst song.
Okay, this group here was in the movie The Horror of Party Beach. Remember that with the hot dog monster, the hot dogs
It
in
was
his
like
mouth?
a rip off the Creature of the Black Lagoon.
Yeah, but he had a bunch of sausages or
And
hot
the
dogs
zipper
in his
was
mouth.
visible
Yeah.
from him behind.
Right, and you got to see the Mystery Science version of this one too. It's so funny. This is just a funny movie. However,
We
this-
are also sponsored by Mystery Science Theater.
yeah,
the
just
Kickstarter.
guys, Joe,
Joe Hodgson, if you're out
there, yeah, give us a call. We're in our studio with the coffee maker and the
laptop.
desktop. We're going all the way.
Commodore 64.
Commodore, that's right. Yeah, top of the line. Only 2 more payments. It's ours. Anyways, this is the Del Airs and Elaine.
I don't wanna be lonely, I don't wanna be blue, but I can't help it if I don't have you. I don't know if she loves me, but I love her just the same. What good is a man? What good is a man? Oh, if I had a woman, and what good am I? What good am I?
the Delaires and Elaine from the cinematic epic Horror at Party Beach.
That was god awful.
I didn't think that was awful at all. That was period music from 63, 64.
And you were smoking what?
I've never smoked anything, period. I'm not a smoker.
Except for peyote.
I've never smoked peyote. I have no idea what peyote is. This was
Well,
the
our
Delaires.
special guest that couldn't make it. knows all about
he would
peyote.
know. Yeah, I think he invented peyote. This group is actually a pretty talented group. This was a really bad movie. It's fun to watch.
That was a really bad song.
Well, a bad
It
movie,
fitted
bad
the movie.
song. Well, yeah, I mean it's consecutive. You know, I mean, bad song, bad movie, bad group, bad everything.
They're bad people.
Bad podcast. But when Mystery Science Theater broadcast this movie and did their version of it, this group got back together.
We are no longer promoting Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah, they fell out of favor for that. Joel, Mike, Tom Servo, Gypsy, Crow, you're out of here, buddy.
And Gypsy can stay.
We took them off the Christmas list, that's for sure. But the group, and they're doing like nightclubs, not big venues, but they sound the same.
Birthday
which means
parties, bar
and-
mitzvahs.
yeah,
Weddings.
little kids are booing them. Boo! Get out of here.
Boo!
What
I
was it?
wanted a clown.
These
are
These are
clowns.
clowns. Yeah, yeah. You got your clown. Wasn't it like Broadway Danny Rose? The guy was so bad, even little 5-year-olds would boo him.
The ventriloquist.
Yeah. Where's the party?
I can see your lips move, mister.
Oh yeah. Oh man, this is bad. It's bad. But that was Elaine, and that movie is so bad that it's fun to watch too. It's period 63, 64. They have a police car that doesn't have a siren, but it's like a black car with a white door. I think somebody painted the door white, and that's a police car now.
What's great is it's a Corvair.
No, but I think it was like a 61 Chevy Biscayne, or
Either way, it was a car that would not be a normal police car.
Yeah, a two-door. Yeah,
a two-door coupe,
A two-door with a 6-cylinder 3 on the tree.
convertible.
Yeah, well, no, a two-door 6-cylinder 3 on a tree, 'cause when you're out there, chasing, you're having a chase. You want that fabulous GM
Power glide.
230 236 3 on a tree, so you can chase them with your black car with a white door. But again, the group they're out there, and they're old and they're having fun, and
Well, they're definitely old.
yeah, and they're making money. But they really were pretty good musicians.
I think if you're their age, then anywhere you go is going to be fun. Breathing would be fun.
Waking up in the morning could be fun. Hey, waking up in the middle of the night to urinate sometimes could, hey, I'm alive and I'm urinating. Hey, I'm
happy.
there. A hemorrhoid at certain ages can be exciting.
Actually, it's the most friends they have is the hemorrhoids.
Is themselves, yeah, touching themselves. Okay, enough of this. That was the Delaires, Elaine. That was a horrible, horrible song from a horrible, horrible movie, and I'm so happy that I brought this to you. Now it's time for one of your treasures.
All right, this movie isn't particularly bad, but it's kind of like broken up into pieces.
You're
and
getting
what
set
makes
up.
It bad.
Uh.
The movie is called The Bandwagoners, and it tells the story of a group that try to make it as a band from Raleigh, North Carolina.
That's
And
a hotbed for music.
No, it's not at all. But it was John Schultz's one of his first written and directed movies. He ended up going
John
on,
who?
John Schultz. He actually ended up going on to co-directing, and also writing several Sylvester Stallone movies.
Oh, those were great. Yeah.
Like Rocky 75,
What was that one? Over the
Adrian's
Top.
Revenge.
Yeah, Over the Top. What was it? What was the other one? He was Paradise Alley.
Yeah,
Oh my
oh,
God.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But
I
this
like
song-
that for the wrestlers. That
Yeah.
was Stan Hansen, Terry Funk. Okay.
This song is called "It Couldn't Be Ann" by the Circus Monkey.
That couldn't have been her. I don't understand. Down by St. Mary's. That couldn't be. I saw a ghost car in a Harley
been hurt. I don't understand. Down by St. Mary's, that couldn't be it.
That was It Couldn't Be Ann by Circus Monkey from the movie The Bandwagoners. Funny story about this. The guy that's in this movie has played a mafia guy in every movie he's ever portrayed. I do believe his name is Steven Parvalachico or something like that. Anyways, or maybe it's Kevin Carnage. Either way.
They're real close. Yeah.
Anyways, if you ever see The Sopranos, ever see the new movie that's out now, Black Mass, he is the hitman that is greasy, nasty. He always plays the same character in every movie, a greasy, nasty Italian. Skinny guy, looks like he's going to rob you. Turns out he stabs you in the back. But
Had to be Italian, right?
well, I'm just saying that's what he plays. I'm not being stereotypical. I'm just saying what he's typecast. Kind of like Al Bundy.
Yeah.
When you watch Modern Family, the first thing you think is,
Oh, there's Al Bundy. He married a super hot, Brazilian
and
wife.
he's got 2 gay kids. What the hell's going on there?
Well, you know what? In order to get her, I could live with. I could handle the 2 kids. What was the name of this song?
It was called It Couldn't Be Ann.
I was thinking, it couldn't end soon enough.
It wasn't that bad.
No, it really wasn't bad at all. Actually, it was listenable. And what year was this movie made?
1996. That was actually sung by a gentleman named Doug McMillan. Sorry.
Well, it sounded like maybe 80s, but it was pretty good. Actually, that was a very, very good. That was a very good choice.
I suggest that everybody go out and research these movies, especially the first one we did, because that is the greatest musical of all time.
The greatest monster musical. It was the first and the greatest
I
monster
think it's
musical.
the only monster musical because,
No,
once you get it
there's been a few other ones, but
well,
nobody
once
went
you
to
get it
see
right
them.
the first time, you
Well,
don't
they
wanna
didn't get
do
it right,
again.
and that's why nobody went to see him again. I mean, I'm still shaking from Shook Out of Shape. What was the name of that song again?
Shook Out of Shape.
No, your
It Couldn't Be Ann.
okay. And what was the name of the group? The artist that was
Circus Monkeys.
Circus. I got a joke about a circus monkey, and that if any of you fans out there want to hear it, contact me. I have to tell you in person. I can't do it over this podcast, but it is funny.
They got their name because the lead singer told the guitar player, the greasy Italian guy, that he is going to learn how to play the song, and he's going to play it every time the same way, just like a circus monkey. And then the drummer jumps up, this Dave Grohl wannabe jumps up and goes, "That's it, that's the name, Circus Monkey." And they stuck with it, and the manager goes, "Interesting. You're going to be on the bill with a group called Spittle and Toiletries."
Circus Monkey fits. It fits, okay? But again, if you want to hear my Circus Monkey joke, please get in touch with me. I'll be handing out my phone number after this podcast when we get out of the studio with the coffee maker and the desktop. All right. Well, I tell you, voice, that was actually a pretty good song, and I'm almost proud of you for that one.
I'm not proud of you.
Unfortunately, my next offering is nowhere near the caliber of that. Nowhere near. I'm almost embarrassed, and frankly, I just don't think we're going to play this at all.
Do you just want to jump in a well right now?
I am really embarrassed. Okay, but you know something?
Let's play
So
it.
what? We're going to play it anyways. I'm going to be strong, and it.
We're gonna play "I'm Gonna Be Strong" by Gene Pitney.
Uh,
We
the
can't play that.
The Cyndi Lauper version, the live version where the bird actually defecated
Flows
in her
into her
mouth.
mouth.
Yeah. I saw that, and you know what a trooper. She spit it out, and then she went and slammed that high note. And so,
You know,
go Cindy.
I
Go
heard that was
Cindy.
the first time Cindy ever spit.
Well, she should have, but I tell you, I know people that's had things done like that to them in their mouth, and they never hit a high note
Yeah,
like
but you
that.
you paid to have it done.
Okay, there's enough of that. All right, tell you what,
Next song.
this is really going downhill, and frankly, you know, after a hard day, this is the last thing I want to be talking about right now. And this is the last song I really want to play here. This is really bad. This is terrible. I'm warning you, folks. If you got something else to do, you got about 2 minutes and 19 seconds. You know, do it. You're not missing much. This is the incredibly untalented Arch Hall Jr. And I'll tell you some things about him after the song. And this is the lovely Ode to Valerie.
If I had 1,000 paintings in a marble gallery, every single picture would be a Valerie. Vitamins are good, they say, and so's the gallery. But I feel like
This guy's a Pavarotti.
He's a retarded Rick Nielsen.
What a voice.
Stand tomorrow, and
I feel
they
him jumping
could
now.
have today. If someone took my
I hear dogs
Valerie
barking
a
in
half
the background.
mile
I
away.
think somebody's told
If I
Buddha.
had $1 billion
Ooh, they should throw a
and
tractor at him.
salary,
I'm getting nauseous.
I'd spend it all on
I think I got diarrhea.
I think he does
to
too.
give to Valerie.
Oh yeah.
I think this guy did well with small animals.
I think he's a registered sex offender.
With small animals.
Now, who's Valerie?
That was Arch Hall Jr. and Valerie. I mean, I
Apparently, he couldn't get the right girl's name.
yeah,
there,
I
could
mean, yeah, he's singing a love song about a girl named Valerie to Doris.
he? You know what's really bad though? I think I left the record button on.
Yeah. Well, you guys got to hear what goes on, you know, when we cut the mics, but he didn't cut the mic. And so, anyways, let me give you some background on Arch Hall Jr. His father was Arch Hall Sr. Arch Hall Sr.
You sure he wasn't like a third?
No, Arch Hall Sr. was the inspiration for the Jack Webb movie, Where's Archie? Okay? He was in a service with Arch Hall Sr., Jack Webb, and some other guys.
Jack Webb was Dragnet, right?
Just the facts, man. But, yeah,
Incredible actor.
Where's Archie was Arch Hall's. Arch Hall Sr. was an entrepreneur, businessman, movie producer, whatever. He was promoting his son, Arch Hall Jr., to be like a teen idol. This guy had like,
Man, did he miss the mark?
well, I tell you, he's kind of strange looking guy. Okay, had a big pompadour. He looked like a fat Glenn Campbell in the face. He looked like somebody took Glenn Campbell's head and blew, gained 50 pounds. I mean, he was, but he was just untalented. I saw a movie he was in once called The Choppers. he's driving a tea bucket roaster, right?
Yeah.
And he's head of some stolen car ring, and he picks up a mobile phone, okay? And this mobile phone was as big as a couch. I mean, it looked like a coffee table with an antenna. You know, this is the funniest thing I ever saw. Okay, not the funniest thing I ever saw.
It was when you looked in the mirror.
No, that wasn't the funniest thing. That was the most horrendous thing I ever saw. I mean, it was one of the funniest things to look at cell phones now. And this guy, this monster thing, took 2 arms, and he was a wimp, okay? I mean, he was a big guy, but he wasn't very
Had to
strong.
have backup to pick it up.
Well, what you could see, the movie was on such really, really low budget. They had the little wire, and it was like lifting it to his ear, and it was like dangling and everything. He grabs it real quick. Just really bad. He later became a pilot, professional pilot, made a living as an airline pilot. Now, in his senior years, he tours around, does like the autograph circuit, and he gets up on stage, and they have a commentator, and they're asking questions. You know, it's like that Bravo program, the actors, whatever.
Inside the actors.
Yeah, and he's like, and he does something like that, and people just laugh at him, and he laughs, and he's a good sport about it all.
You know, every time I get high or drunk after this show, I watch either Bob Ross or Inside the Actors Studio with
Maybe
James Lipton.
And Arch Hall Jr. He made movies through from the early 60s to 66, 67.
I can see it now. Arch Hall Jr.
Yeah.
Musician
James Lipton. Yeah. Musician.
and accomplished actor.
It would be more like Arch Hall Jr., son of the entrepreneur, bad musician, horrendous singer, and overweight Glenn Campbell look-alike.
And all around animal molester.
All around, yeah, pervert. Give him his due. You know, Dad pushed him, and he later became a pilot, and he was a pilot for about 30 years. Never, ever, ever, okay, was never in a plane crash.
Well, of course, he only flew twice.
Yes, yeah, he did.
For his 30 years, he was
Yeah,
a passenger.
And he really didn't. And we got to come clean on this.
It was autopilot.
No, it's not that. Okay, he flew twice, and that was kites. He flew 2 kites. No. But anyways, he is a good sport about it. And you know, his dad tried. He doesn't have any talent. However, one of their really, really more well-known films called EGA, and it was the first film appearance of Richard Keel. He played a caveman that, for some reason, I don't know why, the caveman is in prehistoric days. He walks across the forest, and he ends up in 1962 Los Angeles.
This is the one where it has the famous, every time you get like a something weird or really bad monster movies, you'll see Richard Keel walking across the swimming pool during the pool party.
With a great
really
big plastic club, you know. And you know it's plastic because, you know, I mean, he's holding this thing.
Flopping in the wind.
Yeah, the wind blows and the thing is like
Might
it's
as well-
made out of balloon, like, you know.
Might as well be holding one of those foam peanuts and pool.
Right, yeah, or those, you know, those things where they advertise and the hands are waving
wacky
all-
flailing in the front. Yeah, Richard Keel's holding a wacky flailing in the
Yeah,
arm.
that's something like that, you know. Well, low budget, no budget. But it's a bad film. This was a bad film. He was a bad actor. He was a bad singer, and apparently a bad pilot, and the pervert that
Loved animals.
small animals. All right.
Next is my pick.
Please.
Now, here's the thing about my pick. I had to change it because me and Big Ron sat down and we had a discussion. My first pick was from the
When did this
great
happen?
movie Teen Wolf. I wanted to do Gary Safron's Win in the End, but then Big Ron looked at me and he said, it's not really obscure and Teen Wolf was actually a hit. So I chose the sequel to Teen Wolf that made no sense. This is BG Box Party Dance.
I just know she's not gonna show up. Man, who is she? Good grief. I bet she's out fooling around. I just know she's fooling around. Here we go again. I'm standing here waiting for you, my dear. You said at 10 o'clock that you were gonna show. 11:42, I am still alone.
sorry. The song was so bad I couldn't even take it. Are you okay?
Yeah,
You're not looking so good.
I didn't look good before I started this, but now I look worse. I mean, that was bad.
Okay.
That was like every 80s.
It was.
It was, I get to see these guys, those big balloon pants and a striped
Hold on.
top, prancing around the stage
Wait
like
till
a
you
bunch
hear
of.
the premise of the movie.
Oh, there's a premise.
Okay, do you remember Michael J. Fox's character in Teen Wolf 2? You remember the name?
No, in Teen Wolf 1. I never
I mean,
saw
Teen Wolf
Teen
1.
Wolf, but it was
Scott Howard, right? So this movie takes place at a different location in college with his cousin Todd Howard, Jason Bateman, and still has Styles, still has Chubbs, still even has the gym teacher, Bernie Goldsberg.
How did I miss that one? How did I miss?
So bad that
Why
Jason
didn't you
Bateman
tell me?
doesn't put it on his own resume.
Why don't you give me a gift wrap director's cut of this?
Well, I did.
No, you didn't. If you would, you wouldn't even attempt it.
You haven't even checked your mailbox yet.
I don't want it. I would not let
I
you
got it
give
on
me
eBay
that.
for a quarter.
I don't care. I don't want anything. That was bad. That was horrible. And I'm really, really angry that you subjected me to that piece of 80s funk garbage.
All I have to
Now,
say is that you have subjected me to enough.
Oh, yeah. Well, I'll get back at you. I'll tell you what. Let's go to my next cut here.
Oh.
Yeah, and I tell you something. Okay, there is a story behind this particular song and this movie. And I tell you what, let's play the song first, and if I'm still alive after that, I have not been slain, I'll tell you the story. This is Yipe Stripes by the Huntington Astronauts.
Yipe stripes, that's the latest fashion. Yipe stripes, that's the thing to wear. Yipe stripes, love 'em with a passion. Even got that dirt things in my hair. Yipe stripes make you look much smaller. Yipe stripes running up and down. Yipe stripes make your waistline smaller. It's the latest craze to hit the town. Was a crook? Who's a schnook? Siren blaring now. All for naught. He got caught. What's he wearing now? Yipe stripes. Now you got the beat. Yipe stripes. That's the latest craze. Yipe stripes. You're so cool and neat. That's what cats are wearing nowadays. That's what cats are wearing nowadays.
And that was the Huntington Astronauts and Yipe Stripes. The lead singer was Kathy Haddad, who was a local girl from Huntington, West Virginia. This was from a horrible movie called Teenage Strangler, filmed in 1964 in Huntington, West Virginia. The only film to ever be filmed in Huntington, West Virginia. So
I stole the back.
yeah, it was.
Jimmy didn't do it.
This movie was so bad that it was just really bad. Mystery Science Theater made it funny. We make it funnier.
You know what's
Okay.
funny? I should have put my foot down on this one, but I couldn't let it go just because it's too good. The whole movie, the really bad soundtrack, this song. We mentioned it in the first episode. We talked about the 25-mile-an-hour car chase. You don't get that bad. I mean, these people were dead serious, thinking that they were going to make it in Hollywood with this movie. It was god awful.
It was filmed on location, Camden Park, which is a big like amusement park they had there. I think it's still open. Huntington's a nice little town. They have Marshall University there. I used to visit there occasionally back in the 90s. Really good hot dog stand, so it's kind of thing. It's still kind of like a
That's Hillbilly Hot Dog, isn't it?
no hillbilly hot dogs up the road. They have a Stewart's root beer stand still there. Really good hot dogs, but it's like driving through Huntington is like watching a movie from the 50s and 60s. Hasn't changed a lot. People are nice there. This was a bad movie, so I think there was a big premiere when that movie was released, and it was a big thing there. It ended up a double bill drive-in type
Awful.
thing.
Awful.
Yeah,
movie.
Teenage Strangler, and I can't think of the other movie that was billed with it, but it had some of the worst acting.
Robot Monster.
I don't think it
A guy
was.
in a gorilla suit with
With
a
a-
fishbowl and an antenna on his
No,
head.
no, yeah, a guy in a gorilla suit with a space helmet on with
That's right.
antennas sticking out of it, and then it's
It
incredible.
was the first 3D movie. That's all I'm going to say.
It was not the first 3D movie, but it was
the
in
first
3D.
monster movie, 3D movie.
I don't think so.
You know what? I know I'm wrong on all those accounts, but I'm saying it. damn
Okay,
it.
yeah, and that's so all you people out there listening, go out and get your 3D copy CD with the glasses of Robot Monster.
You're gonna get a CD copy of Robot Monster.
DVD, sorry, DVD. And while you're at it,
Go Blu-ray.
find Blu-ray. Yeah, why would you waste any gamma ray? But why would
they
you waste?
waste that?
Yeah, my gosh, I can't believe. And while you're at it, get Teenage Strangler, and you'll see how we've progressed in the way that we treat people who have alternative lifestyles. This main character, Mikey, oh my gosh,
He didn't steal no back.
he was arrested later on in his life a couple times in Huntington. There's a scene where they're in a restaurant and she's singing this song, and it's a terrible song.
Was he arrested like Art Hall Jr. for molesting little
He
girls?
was no, but Mikey, the character
Damn.
played, his name was John Humphrey, and John Humphrey was arrested. He used to go to that restaurant pretty regular, and they caught him sniff. This is true. He was sniffing the seats. Okay, I don't want to talk any more about it.
All right,
but,
moving on to the
okay,
next song.
Anyways, I'm going to tell you this. In this restaurant, in the movie, the guy that was running the restaurant, he is a Drew Carey lookalike, and he's dancing to this song, and he's twirling. Remember, you may
Yeah,
be too young,
No,
but they
I
had
remember the movie.
back in the day, they had this little metal base, and they put a cone-shaped plastic drink holder, like a little cone, a little not plastic, paper cone. Okay, like you see ice cream cones in.
Yeah.
They put that's how you got your soft drink. And he's twirling one of those on his fingers, and he's dancing. And I'm
Well,
going
that's
like,
because he's given direction for whose line is it in.
I just think it was he looked like Drew Carey's dad, Pew Carey. But he was just it was so
Do
Carey. Yeah, he was pretty wet. Carey. But it was just the most surreal scene.
What?
And then one of the guys, one of the the fastbacks was the name of the gang, right? And he says that hey, give me a Coke and put it on my tab, right? And the old guy comes over and he's tough guy, like that. He says no tab. That'll be 15 cents. Cash, like that. I'm like, ooh.
Ooh, Drew Carey's getting tough.
Better pay that guy. Give him that 15 cents, buddy.
Better
I mean,
watch out. He'll do on you.
What a bad. Everybody in that movie was horrific. Everything was bad. I mean, but it's fun to watch because you just laugh and go, "Oh my God, this is horrible." But okay, when this movie was being filmed, and I was a young lad, we were in Huntington. We weren't in the movie, but we saw.
And by young lad, he means 25.
Yeah, a 76. When we were in Huntington, we saw where they had some places blocked off, and they were filming portions of this movie. Biggest thing ever happened to Huntington. That was 1964. 63, 64. Biggest thing ever happened to Huntington until they built the Save-A-Lot back in, I think, 93.
Ooh.
That was big. Yeah, John Humphrey was there, and
So
he
they cut the ribbon and
he cut
smelled
the ribbon.
seats.
Yeah, and he smelled the carts. Okay, but okay, that
Smelled the bathrooms.
that might have been. I don't know if that.
I'm gonna say this: you are the king.
Did I get? Huh?
Yeah, you beat me pretty bad. I thought that '80s stuff was gonna get you.
Well, not as bad as I'd like to beat you, but I beat. Yeah, that
Yeah,
was. I'm the king, right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got me.
Am I the man?
I
yeah,
tip my
I'm the-
hat to you, sir.
Yeah, that's
I
right.
bid you adieu to this.
Yeah, bid you adieu to. Yeah, I
Yeah,
got it.
Duke
man.
Carey.
I bid me Duke. Yeah. All right. I guess it's time for your selection this time.
My selection. Comes
Please
from
don't make it as bad as the last one.
No, actually, this one ain't so bad. This one actually comes from the Showtime production of a movie called Still Crazy with Bill Knightley. It's called All Over the World Tonight by Strange Fruit.
lose control and lead by satellite for deep devotion, crossing the borders of innocence. We're breaking down the walls of time. All over the world, it's happening tonight. All over the world. All over the world. We slay the dragon, it has to happen. Love is making, futures breaking. All over the world. But tonight, we're alright. Tonight, tonight.
And that was Strange Fruit with All Over the World tonight. This is actually one of my favorite movies because it's so bad and it has so good of actors in it. Like, if you watch this movie, you got,
Why would you?
well, you got Bill Knightley.
Oh, there's Academy Award winner.
You got Billy Conley.
Oh, big
mean,
names.
The guy that was in Citizen X and slow down. He was also in oh come on, the movie where she's a man.
That was some of my girlfriends.
No. What's the movie where come on, do you really want to hurt me? Come on. She's a man.
She's a
He,
man.
he falls in love with the woman and she turns out to be a man. The Crying Game.
Oh, the Crying Game.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about that actor.
Yeah, Forrest Whitaker was in it.
Oh, that the Crying Game was a good movie.
This guy was in V for Vendetta.
Stephen Ray was the
Yeah.
actor. He's a very good actor. He was in Citizen X. Okay, yeah, that's the movie. The serial killer.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was a great movie, man. It had Donald Sutherland was
That's
in
right.
it, yeah, and Max von Sydow, who's a
Yep.
great. That was a good movie. That was
be arresting homosexuals.
why.
Yeah, remember that?
If that's the
But-
case, we better run.
Back to this movie, the best part about it is a song at the end called "The Flame Still Burns," and I didn't choose that song because
Thank you.
I was trying to get towards the bad part of the movie, and there were some bad songs like "Scream Freedom" and some of
Sounds
the
like
other
the whole
ones.
movie was bad.
No, the movie was actually pretty decent.
It was better than Teenage Strangler.
No, it was not better than Teenage Strangler is one of those movies that's
Classic.
an icon.
Classic. Again, snubbed at the Academy
Yeah,
Awards.
exactly. With this one, it was like, as you can tell, all my stuff except for Teen Wolf 2 was about bands.
Another movie that was snubbed.
Yeah,
by the Academy.
exactly. But this movie, for me, when I saw it,
There's no diversity
I
at
laughed.
the Academy.
I laughed all the way through it. Then I realized
I'm
it's
crying.
so bad. It's good. It's Plan 9 from outer space with bands.
Wow.
And
Could you just
it
see that
really-
the trailer? And now a movie that is as bad as Plan 9 with outer space with bands in it.
Well, it was like they're a 70s band. Okay, they get back together as a reunion. They're gonna play the same festival where they lost it all. It went downhill.
Did
They
they-
get there, and the first thing they're told is, "You're not going on before Mop." Talking about Mop the Hoople, and you can't.
Mott the Hoople, not
Yeah.
Mop
No,
the Hoople.
and then you're definitely not going on before the Quo. Talking about the status quo, who only had one hit in America.
Yes, but name the hit.
Pictures of Matchstick Men.
You learned well, my friend. You learned well.
But the point is they're traveling, they're trying to get their stuff back together, they're trying to get their act going, and all of a sudden, like, everything falls apart. Their lead guitarist, who was supposedly dead, comes back, and they
Getting
do
dizzy.
this festival. They play this massive song, and then, like, once it's over, you're like this. I could probably sit through that again because it was so bad. It was good.
I don't even want to sit through you telling me about
All
it.
right.
Oh my God! I tell you what. I mean, I've always, these 4, which we did this one before 5. We did 5 before 4. Sorry, but I've expressed my disdain for doing this, and
Well, it's
that
no
was
picnic
even-
for me either.
yeah, and that explanation and all the excitement, the hand gestures and everything you were doing, has made me want to go to sleep, and we're
Wow.
down
Well,
to
Well,
I think.
first I'd like to say Thank you for Iron Mike, who is looking at us right now with a shotgun and some nooses. And if we don't, do this, we're gonna die.
Iron Mike, how about something to eat? A pizza? Yeah, put the shotgun down. Order a pizza or
You know
something.
what? Let's
I'll
just,
take a crave case right now,
I know.
and then I'll get what I want out of there and run. Okay.
What type of producer do we have?
I don't be near him after a crave case. That's all I can tell you.
I think that's our punishment if we do a bad show.
Every show we do is bad. I haven't seen any food yet. All right.
Let's not get any worse.
It couldn't get any worse.
You're about ready to go worse, aren't you?
Our show could not get any worse.
This
I
is
mean,
going to be bad.
this-
Folks,
all right.
hold your seat.
Okay, this is not bad.
This is going to be awful.
The movie was bad, but nowhere near as bad as some of these.
Do you remember when he set us up last time? It was bad.
I'm going to set you up right now. Okay, this is from a movie.
It's the Del Rey's Elaine.
Yeah. The Del Airs.
Sorry, Del Air.
It's
sorry.
Arch Hall Jr. and the Del Airs.
Ooh,
and they're singing Valerie Elaine. Yeah. And you know something, this is not a bad song. Okay. I can't the movie was called Wild on the Beach. It was a really bad beach. You know, those beach movies are not really that good anyways, but some of them are fun to watch, like Muscle Beach Party, and you get to see Don Rickles and people like
Buster
that.
Keaton.
Buster Keaton and that beautiful girl Bobby Shaw, the one that
with the black
oh
bikini.
my-
Oh,
well, the one that had the bikini, had the fur around it, that blonde, beautiful girl.
Oh
And
yeah.
it she has an act.
It's
She
not really good to be hot and bothered by two guys.
Bobby Shaw, bothered, by you. Anyways, I did that last time. And I'm going to do that again every
Cut it
time he
out.
says it. Okay, I'm doing it. Okay, but Bobby Shaw has an acting school, and she teaches people how to act.
What'd she do? Shake her hips?
I
This
don't
is
know,
how you get
but
in the
she's
cameo.
like, remember in those movies, she go, yeah, that's it.
Yeah, she was like from Sweden, right?
a beautiful girl, but she
Yeah.
couldn't act. But who cares? Look at her. She was on.
Look, when I was
She did some
watching that-
hullabaloo, not hullabaloo, but shindig stuff. She was like, then there's Bobby Shaw.
When
and
I see Bobby Shaw, I don't think about her incredible acting skills.
she was not a great actor. She sure was pretty though. Anyways, this
Beautiful
is
bust.
Wild on the Beach, and this is a really bad beach. First of all, it's in black and white, and I know you guys, you like the color movies and everything. My grandchildren, it's in black and white, but it can't be good. It's in black and white, yeah. Okay, but it's in black and white. It has some, I think Sherry Jackson's in it, and she's really pretty, but it's just a bad movie. This is, I tell you, the character.
It's so bad he lost his train of thought. That's really what happened.
Yeah, and this train is going nowhere. Yeah, I did that one last time too. My train is going nowhere. I'm going to set this up. This is
Please,
the part.
about time.
Set up. Yeah. Okay. Oh, lost the mic.
Loss of
This
thought.
this is an older music producer
It comes with age.
that is trying to seduce this singer. So he takes her to his house and he has her singing in these cone-shaped deals and a big metal screen in front of her, and he's trying to get her voice to echo with this new invention he's got.
I'm refusing to play this song just because
Oh,
of
yeah,
this.
yeah. Well, here, you know what? If okay, we have some time left. I'm going to do my rendition of Elaine. Okay.
All right, I'll play the song. I'll play the song.
No, wait a minute. I want to
No,
sing.
no,
How
no,
about
it's-
Valerie? I can sing Valerie.
No, good.
Have you
Lord,
heard me
no.
do Volare yet?
No.
Okay, anyways, this song is called Run Away From Him, and this is Cindy Malone.
Run away from him before you lose your way. Run away from him. You've heard what people say about him. You know he's the kind that's sure to take you by the hand, and he will make you fall in love with him, and then he's gone. So run away from him before you ever start. Run away from him. You know he'll break your heart and laugh run away from him.
And that was from the Academy snubbed Wild at the Beach. That was Cindy Malone and Run Away from Him. Cindy Malone had a very famous sister. She was from the Strangus family out in California, Sam Strangus. He was a producer. I think he was a producer of Batman, some other shows for ABC. Her sister she played Isis on the Saturday morning kid
Not
show,
the
Judy
terrorist.
Strangus.
Not the terrorist.
No, not the terrorist, no. But she played the character of Isis, and she was, cute little gal. You could tell they were sisters. Cindy Malone was the singer of the group. Pretty good singer, actually. She just didn't, there's something about her and her stage presence. She couldn't dance.
Well, look, I gotta mention this because like when these files get loaded into my computer, so I can play them and put them in.
Loaded. I wish I
I don't
was.
really know what some of the names are.
And he doesn't care.
Yeah, and I don't care, but this one I have to mention.
he
It is
does.
literally named 1965 cheesy, pointy boobs, bad singer from Wild.
Yeah, that movie had Sonny and Cher in it, and Sonny and Cher had money invested in it, and it.
Well, that was supposedly Sonny was going to drop the music career and just produce movies, right?
and that was they had money invested in it, and they had a group called the Astronauts in there. Did a couple songs. They had one chart hit called Baja was the instrumental. Very good at very good surf music.
And they were a good group, and they had a version of Telstar too.
Well, everybody did Telstar, but they did in the movie. They did Speedy Gonzales. They did vocal.
It was
They were
wonderful.
they were better as a surf band. Sonny and Cher did that song. It's gonna rain outside, and
And that was Big Ron on vocals.
oh yeah, you should have heard us when the mic's off. We jam, and we
Oh,
actually
yeah.
have a better time when the
The
mic
only
is off.
problem is we play other music while this is playing.
Right, we make a sandwich, and
But
we talk about our kids.
what was the name of the Sonny and Cher film that?
Good times.
Yeah,
Very funny movie.
that was
very.
It. Now,
You didn't like it?
No, I loved it.
I thought, and
a
it got
shrine to hillbilly music.
It got panned by the critics, and I just thought it was one of the funniest movies. It was really good. I mean, but we like bad stuff.
We're more. I think what it is my generation grew up with Blazing Saddles.
We're more esoteric.
Well, Blazing Saddles, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, and then as I got older, I got into DuckTales, Darkwing Duck. Your generation grew up with Tex Avery cartoons, Looney Tunes, and
we and we
there's
had
a twain there that makes this.
and when I was an older teenager and adult, that was becoming a Monty Python and Doctor in the House, and things that were absurd. Green Acres.
Oh,
talk
good
about
Lord,
absurd.
yeah.
Green Acres. And that's the kind of things that make me laugh. The things are totally like
Left field.
unexpected and off the wall, rather than some. But then sometimes something obvious. I mean, when I was younger, I never thought Gomer Pyle was funny.
No.
But as I get now, I think they're hilarious. 'Cause Sergeant Carter's Riot Band,
Well, I remember the first time I saw reruns of Phil Silver's Sergeant Bilko. I thought it was a hilarious show. The most hilarious show I ever saw was hilarious. And then I watched the old episodes of Dick Van Dyke, but I didn't really find a good appreciation for Andy Griffith until I was about 20.
Andy Griffith was always funny.
And
man.
this is what made it funny. It wasn't Don Knotts. It wasn't Andy.
It
It
was-
was Otis.
I thought it was Floyd.
Floyd was funny too.
Oh.
Every time you saw Otis, it was great. He
He
just
was-
stole the show.
He was the same all the time.
Yeah,
It's kind of like Green Acres, okay? Who were the people? Who were the characters that stole the scene?
Fred Ziffel.
And his wife, Doris,
Every
Barbara
time.
Pepper. Oh my gosh, they were hilarious, man.
Yeah,
And you know what was hilarious about them? You knew people just like them.
exactly.
Oh, that's like that couple down the street. There's always fighting. They have a pig for a dog.
But here's what I want to ask. Big Ron,
Big.
what are your favorite terrible B movies?
We don't have enough time, but
Top 3.
top 3. Plan 9 is always going to be one of the worst. That one of the best of the worst. Incredibly Strange Creatures, of course. I think Teenage Strangler is hilarious.
Yeah, I gotta side with you on Teenage Strangler.
Well, there's more.
Yeah, there's
a
more.
lot more.
I'm just talking as of right now.
Dracula versus Frankenstein from 1970.
Oh,
That terrible.
The Thing. Remember the two-headed thing?
Oh, the incredible
Oh,
two-headed
yeah.
transplant. Rosie Greer and Ray Milland.
Yes.
That was bad. That had Pat Priest, who was the original Marilyn.
That's right.
No, she was not the original. She was the second one. Beverly Owen was first.
Oh, you know what? My Cousin Vinny. So bad it was good.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not. Paradise Alley, though, was pretty
Paradise
bad.
Alley was bad.
What you need is a warm me around you on a cold night. What a line.
Yeah. My top 3 is probably The Tingler.
But that wasn't a bad movie. That was a William Castle film. Castle
Yeah,
made
but
decent films.
That particular movie, it was so. I don't know.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I can't mention it. I'm sorry.
No, we can't go down that road.
No, I have to
You know what?
revise.
I'm
I got to
gonna
revise
mine
it.
too. Frankenstein
meets the Space Monster.
So
Okay.
horrible.
Teenage Strangler, The Incredibly Strange Creatures. We got to do something like top 5.
Glenn
maybe.
or Glinda.
I won't even watch it. Spider Baby. Spider Baby. Spider Baby. Oh, and it had Jill.
Bee Women.
Invasion of the Bee Girls,
Women.
William Smith.
Oh, Lord,
But
that was
Spider
bad.
Baby with Jill Banner, who was beautiful, man, and she was like living with fat Marlon Brando when she was 15.
Oh, faster, Pussycats.
Die. Faster Pussycat Kill.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, Russ
Awful.
Meyer film. Oh,
Ooh, that was
Toru
bad.
Santana.
Oh.
How about wait a minute, The Corpse Grinders,
I
The
don't
Undertaker
know.
and His Pals, Blood Feast.
What was the movie with Vincent Price and guy from M, Peter Lorre?
Oh,
Were
the
they
what they
Undertakers?
no, that was
Come on,
man.
I know you know.
Tales of Terror
Yeah.
or something like that. Yeah, that had Joyce Jameson.
Jameson.
And remember Joyce
Yeah,
Jameson?
She was the best part of the whole movie.
Oh.
How could you have those two actors in the movie be that bad?
But it was played for laugh, where they would like dump the corpse out and then resell the
And
casket.
Peter Lorre, this is getting heavy.
You know what was really funny though was Peter Lorre was married to Joyce Jameson. And
Yeah.
she was like beautiful in that movie, you know. Joyce Jameson was good looking anyways. I always
Yeah.
thought she was, even when she was like Skippy on Andy Griffith, the Fun Girls. Remember? Hello, doll.
Oh,
She was the
yeah.
other one. Oh, Bernie, you're such a scream. And she would push him and them to push him into the wall because Don Knotts was skinny and a wimp. But how did we get on Andy Griffith?
Oh, I didn't appreciate Andy Griffith until I was like 20. It was Otis. I'm sorry. When I watch it, I just go, man, that dude is hilarious.
I always thought I would, I would see an episode where Floyd would get Opie in the barber chair, strap him down, close the door, pull the blinds down, and just wail like that.
All right. I'm going to tell you right now.
I'm giving you a
little boy.
hair. Take off your pants, Opie. I'm going to give you a haircut.
How in the hell did we get on this?
I have no clue.
But,
and Gomer.
Oh. Go on, Floyd. Get him.
Golly, I want one of them haircuts like that too.
Golly.
Goober.
Goober. Juju.
You remember the first time Goober? Remember the first time Goober? He was. What would he say? Say, do Cary Grant. Oh no, come on, do it. Oh no, come on, Goober, do it. You know, he go, no. He go, okay, I do it. You know, like that. I do it. Then sew your hand together.
Oh, God.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
Did you know what Goober's last name was?
wasn't it Pyle?
No.
Parker?
No.
Paisley.
In an
Does
what?
it start with a P?
no.
Paisley?
No, but you're close. On
Paley.
one- No, on one episode, Andy introduced him as Goober Beasley.
Beasley.
Goober Beasley. Remember that? That's a trivia question. Now, here's another trivia question. I don't know why we're doing this. We got filler time. What was the Beverly Hillbillies' address?
Oh, no. Good Lord, this is the worst.
save this
Only mentioned in one
Episode when they were doing a flyover of the
Lord.
area and talk about Jed being, rich, and everything. And they were in a helicopter. They're doing live. And this is the mansion at blank blank. You want me to save it for next time? You want to know?
No, save it for next time.
No, I'll tell you.
Judy.
I'll tell you, Judy.
Anyway, the first time I met Big Ron, this was the question he asked me, and I said, I have no idea. And he goes, it's going to be a perfect show.
Oh, what a liar you are.
I
Oh,
am.
what a liar
But anyways,
you are.
he's been carrying that question for a while now.
Man, I have won so much money with that question.
Oh,
Years ago, we had a radio station in my hometown, and they would have trivia at 5 o'clock. And I was, I think it was
11, 25.
Yeah, somewhere. I
52.
was between 11, 25, and 52. And that they would have these off-the-wall trivia questions, and I would win. And you would always win a Memorial Day Top 500 Oldies list, and so many hamburgers from a local hamburger place. And I remember one year I had won something like 200 and some hamburgers, and I was giving them out to friends, both of them. And and now all three of us are fat, but
And dead like the aardvark.
yeah. Oh, no aardvark. Okay, no aardvarks, no Susan Raffet,
Yep.
no Dirty Franks.
Continue your story.
That was the end of it. We're all fat.
That was the end?
Yeah, we're all
Oh.
fat. Well, you know the one guy.
What one guy?
Well, but anyways, we'll talk about that next time. Getting back to the song, the guy was going, wow, that's Russ Bender. And Russ Bender it's a face. You see me, oh, I remember that guy.
I don't remember this guy.
Well, you wouldn't. But Russ Bender, old timer, played a lot in the late 50s, all through the 60s and 70s. The guy was everywhere.
He was in flip books,
Yeah.
Galatides,
Yeah. What is
Nickelodeons.
what they call the daguerreotypes, Yeah, that's Russ Bender. This is the first. Yeah, it's on 10. Yeah, I see that. I know that
You
guy.
know what's really bad? How many people know what these forms of movies or cinema are?
Oh, Sandy Nelson was in that movie too. Remember Sandy Nelson, drummer, Teen Beat? Really
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Sandy Nelson's in that movie. He did a song. Just had a lot of people. The two girls that were on Shindig, Jackie and Gail. Jackie and Gail was in there, and Booth Coleman was another one of those actors. Frankie Randall, he was the lead. He played the lead.
Well, he was like the Fabian, right?
Yeah, something like that. Sherry Jackson again, she was Danny Thomas's older daughter on Make Room for Daddy.
I did know that.
And she is really,
Danny
really
Thomas
great.
used to host the. Was it Danny Thomas that hosted the Tonight Show, or
No.
who was the host before
Johnny Carson?
before Johnny
Carson was on the Tonight Show was Jack. You thinking of Jack Parr?
No.
Steve Allen.
Steve Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Sherry Jackson was Danny Thomas's older daughter in Make Room for Daddy, and she left the show when she became an adult. And she did a Playboy spread. She's a beautiful girl.
That issue is 1972 Playboy Playmate of the
I
Year.
think it's 68 or 69. I don't know anything about it, though.
Yeah,
Our special
February.
guest that's coming to our studio, and when I say studio, I mean coffee maker,
And
desktop,
Commodore
state-of-the-art.
64.
3 more payments, it's ours. We own
Only cost $50.
it. Lock, stock, and barrel, that's right.
Our special guest
Our
could not
special,
make it
he
tonight.
would know about the centerfolds, but
Yeah,
that's
if
an
anything,
upcoming
you could bring
episode.
in the centerfolds.
As a matter of fact, when he's here, I will be looking at his paraphernalia. I have to okay it for the show, so I have to look it over, and you guys can do the show.
So, anyways, he will be here hopefully next week if he
No,
calls out.
not next
No,
week. No,
not next
no.
week.
He has previous commitments. He's got to take his grandkids to school. There's a parent-teacher meeting, and he has to go to Menards. So that's
Okay,
out.
he's
That's
out.
That's
Not
out.
doing it next week. Okay, but hopefully the week after. No, he can't do it the week after. He's
Yeah,
got that whole
because-
parole hearing.
No, it's not his parole hearing.
No,
though.
it's
his cousin.
cousins. Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's his
then
cousin.
he said the crops are coming in. So
They're coming in early. But
Yeah.
I think maybe 3 weeks from that, 3 or 4 weeks. I know there's
we
one.
will have a special guest.
There's 1 week where he's going to take that scrap and redeem it.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna call it, a scrap.
Yeah, but this has been our special episode. This is episode number 4,
which
that
is
we
actually number
5, but we did 4. We
Four.
did 5 first, and now
this is our special
number 4.
hour and a half episode that
and
gives
it,
us a clean slate
and
for
it
the next
may
4.
seem longer than an hour and a half.
It's
Believe me, it
his
seems
fault.
like days. But it's just this was a special episode. We did. What did we do? Did we do like bad music from
No,
B-
we did.
B-
We did
songs
bad
from
B
B movies?
movie soundtracks.
Yeah, but I think, and I'm going to run down my list real quick before we end this thing. I think "Shook Out of Shape" was mind blowing, and it.
Well, it's definitely blowing something.
Yeah, it blows. Okay, I'm sorry. The correct term is I think it blows.
Many men.
Elaine was kind of catchy, you know. I mean, you know, Valerie was
That was the
god-awful.
setup. First
Yeah.
of all, I'd like to say that was the worst setup in the world because I saw it coming.
What?
Elaine. Oh, this is a fabulous song by a fabulous
No,
group.
I said that they were really a very talented group, and they really were, but they just had,
Talently bad.
they had bad material, but they really were a good group. Valerie was god awful. Poor Arch Hall Jr. Arch, if you're one of our fans, you're listening. I meant every damn word I said. I mean, I never enjoyed you. Your father, your movie stunk. You know.
And I'm glad I was never on your damn planes when you were piloting.
And I'm gonna tell you something else. If I see you at one of those fests and everything like that, you're sitting up there, you're being I'm gonna
I'll kill you.
I'm going to throw the most softest, rottenest, juiciest tomato, hit you right in the kiss with pow. I'm telling you, Yipe Stripes. Yeah, that was pretty bad. And you know something? The girl that was singing it really did. I mean, I think she had a mustache and a beard, so that makes it even worse. Now, as far as my last one, "Run Away From Him" was a pretty good song. And Cindy Malone can really sing. It's just that when you see, there's a YouTube video, and voice
We'll post it on Facebook.
voice told you, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
gonna-
And you got to see her dance. I mean, it's like she's got she's in early stage of some kind of muscular disease. It's god awful.
She's like watching young Joe Cocker before all the drugs kicked in.
It's like she fell on the ice.
I'm gonna run down my list. I did.
Run down your list.
I did "Life at Last" from Phantom of the Paradise.
And I was
Cult
glad
classic.
it was over at last.
"It Couldn't Be Ann" by Circus Monkey from the movie Bandwagoners.
Circus Monkey.
And then I did my great song, B.G. Vox and Butch Stewart's "Party Lights" from Teen Wolf 2. Are you okay over there?
Is there a bucket near?
Yeah. And then my last song was "All Over the World Tonight," "Strange Fruit" from the movie Still Crazy.
I'm getting strange sensations. I
And-
tell you.
And as always, we have to come to a close.
This might have been the worst episode ever. It was a special worst edition. This might have been the worst one ever. Folks, we promise we'll get better. We'll do something
No, we
better.
won't.
Okay, we couldn't get any worse. We're going to stick in mediocrity. Anyways, as always, thank you for listening to this special edition. I'm Big Ron,
And I'm the voice of reason.
and thanks again for listening.